Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. The Georgia Satsang Group is grateful to present this segment for the online global Satsang celebrating Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi's 146th Jayanthi. Starting off with Guru Vandanam by Adhrit and Aniketh.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya Dakshinamurti Sarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Ramanacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Sahena Bhavatu Saheno Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadidamastu Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Ghanantva Ganapatikum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyesharajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashtam Vandutidasya Sadhanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vashebhir Vajinivati Dinama Mitrayavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatiye Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Ishvaro Gururat Meri Murti Veda Vipakine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Shankaraya Namaha Ramanaya Namaha. Om Namo.
Om Namo Ramanaya. My name is Saketh Kamalapuri from Atlanta, Georgia. I will be speaking about the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, the Vibhuti Yoga. In the 20th sloka, Bhagavan says, Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhutashaya Sthitaha Aham Adischa Mantam Madhyincha Bhutanamanta Evacha. In this sloka, Bhagavan says, I am the beginning, middle, and end of all beings. This verse is also a statement showing how Bhagavan is the omnipresence and eminence of all creation. In the 22nd sloka of the 10th chapter, Bhagavan says, Vedanam samavedosmi devanam asmi vasavaha indriyanam manastasmi bhutanam asmi chetana. In this sloka, Bhagavan describes how, of all of the Vedas, he is the Samaveda. This is because the Samaveda is not only enchanting, but very, very musical. Secondly, Bhagavan says, of all the gods, he is Indra. This is because Indra is not only the king of gods, but he is known for his glory and power. These characteristics align with those that align with the characteristics of Bhagavan himself. Of all of the senses, Bhagavan says he is the mind. This is because the mind is the master of all senses. For example, one cannot properly hear, taste, or feel if the mind is not attentive. Of all living beings, Bhagavan says he is consciousness. This is because the consciousness is the driving force that distinguishes the inert from the living. Lastly, in the 10th chapter, 35th sloka, Bhagavan says, Bruhat Samritatha Samnam Gayatri Chandasamaham Masanam Margasirshoham Rutunam Kusumakaraha. In this sloka, Bhagavan says, of all the hymns in the Samaveda, he is the Bruhat Sama. This is because it is enchanting and melodious. Of all the mantras, Bhagavan says he is the Gayatri mantra. This is because the Gayatri mantra is the most prominent, and one who succeeds in chanting it can attain moksha. Of all the months, Bhagavan says he is the Margasirsha month. This is because in India, this month is known for being the month of harvest, where all the farmers collect the grains. Lastly, Bhagavan says of all of the seasons, he is the season of spring. This is because spring is not too hot and not too cold, making it universally liked by Bhagavan.
Arunachalaya Namo Namo, Arunachalaya Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Swarnahastakaya Namo Namo, Swarnahastakaya Namo Namo, Mahojase Om Namo Namo, Mahojase Om Namo Namo, Samadrishe Om Namo Namo, Samadrishe Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Uddiptanayanaaya Namo Namo, Uddiptanayanaaya Namo Namo, Maharshaye Om Namo Namo, Maharshaye Om Namo Namo, Saumyaya Om Namo Namo, Saumyaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Jagadodaraya Namo Namo, Jagadodaraya Namo Namo, Uttama Purushaya Namo Namo, Uttama Purushaya Namo Namo, Jivan Muktaya Namo Namo, Jivan Muktaya Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Skandaya Om Namo Namo, Namo Namo, Namo Namo, Namo Namo, Namo Namo.
Namo Ramana. Namaskars to everyone. Many devotees all around the world know who Sri Arunachala Bhakta Bhagavat is and what he has done. Today for our Ramana Jayanthi, I will be reading an excerpt from one of his thousands of letters to Bhagavan, some of which are published in this book called In Search of Self. I will now begin. People say that New York City is no place for the pursuit of peace and happiness, as there are many distractions. But I have been so completely submerged in Bhagavan's grace that I have no time for anything else but to meditate on Bhagavan. The advent of Guru Ramana at Arunachala is the signal to mankind that everyone can practice his path without leaving his home or job. If we can succeed in turning our gaze inward and spend a few minutes doing it regularly every day at a fixed hour, both in the morning and night, we shall surely be launched on that wonderful path which is the supreme goal of human life. He taught the direct path of self-inquiry and asked us to practice Who Am I? This is the path which does not require any ritualistic discipline on the part of the follower. It is immaterial to which religion one belongs. All religions of the world teach us the same thing: how to find the self within ourselves. The most important thing is to apply the teachings to our lives by constant practice. In the modern age wherein there is so much individual and group skepticism toward this spiritual path, it would be worthwhile to ponder and look into our inner selves. If we turn our attention to the center from where the sound or breath emanates, we shall find that it is the heart on the right side of the chest. By meditating on it, we can easily slow down our thought pattern, and the time will come when peace and bliss will inundate our whole being. This is the most simple and direct method by which we can succeed in discarding the ignorance of the mind and achieve a wonderful glimpse of peace and tranquility. Even without ever seeing Bhagavan physically, I find my whole life transformed by him. It is Bhagavan's grace and blessings which have brought me to the present phase of life. My childhood dream of knowing the secrets of spiritual life has come true, and from that moment in Darjeeling, Himalayas, when Bhagavan's name came into my life, I have always considered him to be my Guru. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya.